This is garbage. It would surprise me if any of this is played anywhere. Nobody plays this twice. Not a single soul has this played 3 times unless they're dead and they can't skip button. This was torture, low-key. Even after the whole Drake thing, I literally call him the GOAT anyway. Even when I made the tweet about the drums thing, I still said that he's a GOAT at making the drums and doing the beats. But I came here as neutral party, trying to have vibe with this. It's trash.
If you've been on Twitter lately, you probably already know what I'm about to say. Everyone and their grandma has been talking about Metro Boomin's new album, and not in a good way. Some people are actually calling this the worst album of the year, which is crazy considering the year isn't even over yet. Like, we've still got a whole 4 months left. But yeah, the internet's been chaotic, like always, and I kind of wanted to break it all down, why people are hating on it so hard, what I personally thought about the whole thing, and just give you my honest opinion. As always, comment your thoughts. I really want to know what you think about this one. Let's get into it. So this new album, Futuristic Summer by Metro Boomin, was super long awaited. Like, seriously, people have been waiting on this since forever, and it makes sense too. Ever since that whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef back in 2024, Metro's been pretty quiet. He's been doing little things here and there, like teasing beats, showing up in studios, but no full project. So when he finally announced this album, everyone, including me, was excited. And also, let's not forget the drama that led up to it. Metro and Drake low-key cut ties, and then Drake turns around and announces his new project, Iceman, with that single, What Did I Miss?, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard 200. Like, yeah, that's not exactly a small deal. So now, all eyes were basically on Metro. But then the album dropped and the reactions were not great. If you were scrolling online that day, you probably saw tweets like, worst album of 2025, or people saying, this is worse than Drake's new album, Iceman, and Iceman isn't even out yet. Somebody else even said they wanted their time back after listening to it. Bro said he wasted 45 minutes of his life and blamed Metro personally. But here's the thing. I actually listened to Futuristic Summer, and like, it's not even that bad, to be honest. I feel like people were expecting a whole different album, and when it didn't match what they had in their heads, they just trashed it. Because honestly, if you listen to it for what it actually is, not what you wanted it to be, it's a pretty decent project. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not the typical Metro sound that we're all used to. It's not like Heroes and Villains, Savage Mode 2, or Without Warning. This one is definitely leaning into a more 2000s inspired vibe. Like, you can tell right from the cover art, it's got that throwback aesthetic, almost like something you'd see on a mixtape CD back in the day. The beats are a little more soulful, a little more sample heavy, but still clean. You're not getting that heavy driven dark trap sound Metro usually delivers. It's more laid back. And honestly, the track list is solid too. It's like 24 tracks, which is long as hell, but I respect the ambition. It features a lot of up-and-coming artists too, like people I haven't even heard of before, which I think was a bold move. Like, Metro could have easily hit up Travis, 21, Future, The Weeknd again. He didn't. He clearly wanted to prove something, that he could carry an album with new talent, and I actually think some of them really delivered. But yeah, the big question is, why did everyone hate it so much? So here's my take on what happened. First off, like I said earlier, people had crazy expectations. After distancing himself from Drake, Metro kind of set the bar for himself. Like, he low-key made it known that he's doing his own thing now. No big names, no cosigns, just his own artistry. And the internet being the internet, people assumed he was about to drop an album that would destroy the charts. They thought this was going to be the next big thing. Like a statement, a look at me now moment, but instead of giving people what they expected, he gave them something completely different. And I think that threw a lot of people off. Second reason, and this one's important, is that the album just gives off a totally different vibe. Metro's known for that cinematic, trap-leaning sound, you know? Like, when you hear a Metro beat, you instantly know it's him. Whether it's that haunting atmosphere or the signature tag, it's always got that polish. But this time, it was like he intentionally pulled back from that. There's more bounce, more softness, more nostalgia even. And because of that, fans who wanted that classic Metro feeling just weren't into it. But here's the thing. I actually think this switch up was kind of brave. Like, not many producers would risk switching up their entire sound when they're already winning. But he did, and even though it didn't land with everyone, I think it shows growth. Music needs to evolve, right? You can't stay in the same lane forever, and let's be real. If he made another Heroes and Villains, people would have called it lazy or repetitive. So either way, he was going to get criticism. Third reason I think this album is getting so much hate is just the internet. Like, bro, there is definitely a trend going on right now where people online just trash albums for attention, especially on Twitter. It's like people want to be the first to say something is trash just so they can go viral or seem edgy or real. And it's kind of annoying, honestly. Not every album has to be a 10. Not every artist needs to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes it's just about trying something different and seeing what works. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if half the people hating on this album didn't even listen to it. Like, they probably just saw a meme or a TikTok or some dude making a reaction face and decided, yep, this must be trash. It's like, are you even forming your own opinion anymore? And this isn't even just about Metro's album. This has been happening with so many releases recently, like when Fantano gave Jackboys 2 a 2 out of 10. Like, bro, be serious. I'm not saying Jackboys 2 was a masterpiece or anything, but a 2-star. That's lower than some of the worst albums ever made, and we're putting Travis and his team in that category now? Come on. Anyway, back to Metro. I really feel like this hate might not last. Give it a few months, and I honestly believe people will look back on Futuristic Summer and go, okay, wait, this wasn't actually that bad. It's one of those albums that needs time. You need to sit with it, let it breathe, and when you go back, you might find a track or two that hits different on the second or third listen. There's this thing that happens all the time in music where people don't appreciate something until later. Like when Kanye dropped 808 and Heartbreak, people clowned it. And now look, it's one of the most influential albums of our generation. I'm not saying Futuristic Summer is gonna be 808s. I'm just saying sometimes the first reaction isn't always the real one. So now, yeah, that's how I feel about this whole Metro Boomin album situation. People are being way too harsh way too early. And I get it. He's a big name and people expect greatness. But at the same time, maybe take a step back and just let the music exist for a bit before tearing it apart. You might end up liking it later. Anyways, if you've listened to the album, let me know what you thought. Be honest, did it grow on you or are you still not feeling it? I'm curious. Drop your takes in the comments and yeah, until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.